Hi, for students. So here's your HBL in mathematics for today in rounding numbers. All right, so let's have my first example. So I have here a number line. So we have here three given numbers below, which are 5,000, 9,500, and 1,200. All right, so we're going to estimate the position or the positions of these three numbers on the given number line above. All right, so where do you think is the position of the 5,000 there? All right, very good. If your answer is actually at the middle, that is correct because this number line is actually from 0 to 10,000, and then 5,000 is actually the middle number or the midpoint of these two numbers. That is between 0 and 10,000, so that is 5,000. So that is the number at the middle. Okay, what about the number 9,500? All right, very good. That will be on the third box. Okay, so since 9,500 is actually nearer to 10,000, okay? And then the last one should be on the first box since 1,200 is actually near to 0 based on the given number line. So those are the estimated positions of those three numbers. Okay, so let's have the next example. Now for this next example, so I have here two numbers. So we're going to round the following numbers to the nearest 10 and then to the nearest 100. Okay, but let's have a review first of the rule of rounding numbers to the nearest 10 and nearest 100. Okay, now if we will round this number to the nearest 10, so you have to look at on the tens place value. Okay, and since the digit on the tens place value is 5, okay, and then you have to look at on the digit on its right, which is the ones place value. So if the digit there is 0 to 4, that is called round down. Okay, if the digit there is 5 to 9, that is round up. So since the digit here is 6, we call it round up. Okay, now if it is round up, okay, you have to add 1 on the tens place value, and the ones place value will be 0. Now if you will round it to the nearest 100, okay, you have to look on the digit on the hundreds place first, which is digit 4, and then the reference will be the tens place value, which is digit 5. So digit 5 is still round up, so it means you have to add 1 on the hundreds place value, and then the tens and the ones will be both zeros. Okay, now let's try to round this one to the nearest 10. So that will be, so since you have 5 here and then this is 6, so that is round up, you have to add 1 here, so that will be 2,460. So the ones place will become 0. Okay, rounding to the nearest 100. All right, that is correct. So that will be 2,500. Since you have 4 here, and then the digit on the tens place is 5, so I have to add 1 on the 100, and then the tens and the ones will be both zeros. Okay, so there you go. So 2,456 rounded to the nearest 100 is 2,500. What about the second number? So you have there 6,784. So try to round it to the nearest 10 first. All right, so if your answer is 6,780, so that is correct. Okay, why? Because the digit on the ones place, which is the reference digit, is only 4, so it means round down. Okay, so it means you don't have to add 1 to the tens. Okay, but still the ones will become 0. What about the nearest 100? Okay, good. So that will be 6,800. Okay, since the digit on the tens place is 8, okay, you have to add 1 on the 100, which is digit 7, so that will be 8, right? So the tens and the ones will become zeros. So the answer is 6,800. So rounding this number to the nearest 10 is 6,780. Rounding to the nearest 100, that is 6,800. Okay, so basically those are the rules of rounding numbers. Okay, up to the thousands place to the nearest 10 and nearest 100. Okay, now so it's your turn to practice on rounding numbers to the nearest 10 and 100 by doing your let's practice numbers 1 to 5 on your pupils book on page 25. That's all for today. I'll see you again next week.